Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Ayanfe. I am a third year medical student at the University of Cambridge and I am reading through my personal statement.
Are you ready?
I was meant to film this video a while ago, but I had exams and stress, so hopefully it's not too late, but I hope it's helpful in terms of like a checklist of what to include. And yeah, so my intro took me the longest to come up with. It was this very last thing I wrote because first I couldn't think of like a punch line to start off with, and it was just easier to write the rest of it and then see what key themes I talked about in the other parts of the statement, and I could include them in the intro. So this is my intro. The largest known mystery bestowed to humanity is one we are most familiar with: the human body. I would like to venture into the vocation of medicine and accept the challenge to explore the infinite complexities of the body and to use it for the benefit of others. That was such a dramatic intro, but I actually really like it, even reading it back 3 years later, because I try to make my personal statement show how I was interested in like the new things coming out from medicine, how medicine evolves, and I think this beginning, the intro, really shows and sets the foundation for that theme. So my next paragraph is about my work experience. To gain an understanding of the different roles of a doctor, I spent time observing a wide range of specialists at my local hospitals. During my time in the operating theatres and the intensive care unit, I witnessed the importance of teamwork between the multidisciplinary team in a highly pressured environment in which they all work interdependently in perfect collaboration, with the ultimate goal to ensure the best care for the patient as possible. On the final day, I was especially inspired by the special relationship between the doctors and the patients, built on the foundation of trust and respect. I observed this after the result of a cystoscopy prompted the patient to say, "Do whatever you want, I trust you." As I watched this truly humbling scene, I could not help but smile, as it revealed to me the responsibility that a doctor has. However, rather than a burden, it is a privilege. There is no greater honor than for someone to wholly trust you with their life and to have confidence in your ability. Yeah, so that paragraph was about my work experience in the hospital and what I learned, and I just made sure I reflected on some of the stuff I saw, some things I just mentioned, and what happened in the final day. I went on to expatiate on it, and I also talked about what skills I saw instead of just writing about what I saw, but what it showed me about how it is to be a doctor, and what it showed me about how they work together in a team and how the patient relationship is, and just the different parts of being a doctor rather than just knowing the knowledge and treating the patients and curing the disease, but working with other people and working with your patient to make sure that they have the best care for them. And the analogy I used efficiently showed the patient-doctor relationship without me having to go on a whole spiel about how important it is. So my next paragraph is about volunteering. So I did 2 types of volunteering. I did volunteering at a care home for 2 weeks and a GP practice for a week and a bit, I think. Through volunteering at a local care home, the importance of the emotional and physical care of patients was illuminated. It was also a stark reminder of the mental and physical decline accompanying aging, one of the prominent challenges to our healthcare systems. With about 80% of residents with dementia and the loneliness it can lead to, I learnt the ability to adapt to all challenges faced, but more importantly, to remain emotionally intelligent and sensitive, especially to the most vulnerable. As an inquisitive person, this particular experience sparked a fascination in the fragility of the human mind and the study of neurodegeneration, allowing me to broaden my knowledge by seeking answers independently. I am particularly fascinated in the work of Bennett O'Malley on CTE and the effect of contact sports on these conditions. So in this paragraph, I didn't speak too much about what I did in the volunteering, but I spoke about what I learned and what I saw, what I found particularly interesting. And then, because I knew I was applying to Cambridge at this time, I made sure that I showed that I had an interest for knowledge and did some extra reading and just was an inquisitive person. So I spoke about doing some extra research about dementia and neurodegenerative diseases, and especially Bennett O'Malley's research, which I went on to talk more about in the SAQs because I ran out of words in the personal statement. So I mentioned the rest of my volunteering in the next paragraph, kind of mini paragraph. Okay. Whilst volunteering at my local GP as an assistant receptionist, I gained an insight into the NHS beyond patient contact and recognized the importance of efficient management and teamwork. It is vital for all healthcare professionals to work in tandem in order to provide the best possible care. So I just made sure that I linked everything I said back into how it makes someone a good healthcare professional, how it makes someone a good doctor, and what does a good doctor do? They treat patients as best they can. So everything links back to the patient and ensuring best patient care. So in the next paragraph, I talk about my extracurriculars. So I say I have refined my time management skills in order to pursue extracurricular activities and responsibilities while maintaining my academic focus. In school, I act as a leader in the prefect team and have been a member of the school council committee for 3 years. These leadership positions have honed my organisation skills and developed my leadership skills, which are essential to a doctor's role. As well as my A-levels, I spent the last year volunteering at a local primary school, which has developed my ability to communicate and engage with people of all ages by adapting my tone and body language to whoever I am speaking to and the situation, just as a doctor would. So, even though I was talking about my extracurriculars that weren't related to my academics, I still linked it back to skills that I needed for a doctor, like teamwork, leadership, organization, and also being able to talk to a large range of people, of the public, as doctors do. And I just showed how I can talk to kids in primary school, and then I had mentioned before that I had worked in a care home, so really from the younger age to an older age, I can show that I have the range to be able to communicate with them. So the next paragraph is still on extracurriculars. So after speaking to many doctors, I understand the stressful nature of medicine and the importance of maintaining a balance between my social and working life. Engaging in athletics and netball has proved as a useful outlet in which to release stress, as well as teaching me diligence and determination. In addition, I have been a dedicated member of my church choir for the past 10 years, performing in numerous concerts and events. These activities have developed my ability to work efficiently in a team as well as an individual. So, in this paragraph, I spoke about my other types of volunteering that weren't school related, so sports and music and all of that things. And I just summed it up at the end by saying it helped me with my teamwork and also to work well as an individual. And if you remember in my second paragraph, I spoke about how important teamwork was as a doctor, because you have to work in an interdisciplinary team. So yeah, just linking everything together. So my final paragraph says, and this also took me a long time to write, I am aware of the demanding and arduous nature of medicine, with the lifelong commitment to continuous learning and devotion to helping others. Nevertheless, I am unwavering in my belief that my experiences have developed the social and emotional nature, academic ability, and drive required to be successful in this extremely rewarding profession. So that was the end of my personal statement, and I feel like it truly summarizes everything that I mentioned before and just is the last push of why they should choose you, why they should invite you to interview, like why you would be a good doctor. So that is what I try to do, and hopefully you guys can do that as well. Yeah, so thanks for reading my personal statement with me. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share with anyone else who's applying for medicine or applying for medicine at Oxbridge specifically, but anywhere else, because you have many applications. So that is just an example of one type of personal statement. Other people structure it differently, that they could put the key skills like teamwork, organization, communication as paragraphs instead of splitting it into work experience, volunteering, and all of that stuff. So just make sure your personal statement fully reflects you as an applicant and you're not trying to copy anyone else, but just putting your own stamp on things. Yeah. Goodbye.